What's good? Welcome to First String Podcast presented by BetRivers. Make sure you download the BetRivers app or go to www.betrivers.com. You must be 21 years or older to play. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the First String Podcast. Hit the bell to enable notifications for new content just like this right here, right now. Well, on today's episode of First String Podcast, we have our Week 7 picks for the NFL for you. Let's see if we can do the follow-up, a great week from last week. So y'all know what we about to do. The crew's backstage ready to go. So are we. Let's get it.
Artlist.io.
First String Podcast is presented by the one and only BetRivers. Download the BetRivers app or go to www.betrivers.com. You must be 21 years or older to play. So, I had a bad day. Took a look around, and all of my picks went over right now. I'm having a bad day. But we never, ever chase. Let's bring the squad in, man. Say it. What's good, man? How are you, man?
Hey, too bad we're on opposite ends of the spectrum.
Opposite ends of the spectrum, boy. Opposite ends of the spectrum. Hey, listen, Ed is running a little bit behind. He's running a little bit behind. So let's bring in Lady A. How are you, girl?
I mean, did you really have to sing?
Man,
that's command on command. I like that.
He had to sing the song. I haven't heard that since American Idol used it. You know.
Listen, I could have did this other one. I know it'd be like sitting on the dock of
no.
But you told all of us that we were wrong.
Yeah, I did. I told y'all was wrong, and you know. Let's bring Bruce in here. Bruce, what's good, man? How are you?
A lot, Lady A, a lot.
So we were wrong.
I'm good. How are y'all?
Hey, Bruce. Welcome.
Bruce, I hope you having a better day than I am right now because your boy's going 0-4. 0 for everything. 0 for lunch. 0 for 5 right now on my picks. This happens sometimes, right? This happens. Hey, what they say? What did he say to Powder? This type of thing happened to a player every now and again.
Oh my goodness!
Slap myself. And it's running a little bit behind right now, but we got our guy Bruce Glass, who's always in the chat with us right here. Listen. Bruce is always in the chat, and Bruce was the first one in the chat today, and Bruce is on the show. Followed up by Drew. What's good, Drew? And if you in the chat and you watching, make sure you say something in there so we got you in the chat. We got you. We'll take care of you. But yeah, we want to know, Bruce, how long have you been a Commanders fan, and what got you into this thing called the National Football League?
Well, I've been a fan since I can remember. Basically, the late 70s is about as far back I can remember. I was born in the later 60s, but I remember some of the late 70s. But I was there through all the the Super Bowls, the good times that we had.
The glory years.
Yeah. It's been, but I've been a big fan. Diehard Washington, Redskins, football team, Commanders, however you want to. They can change. I'm still a fan.
There you go. Hey, I'm not giving up on my squad because the minute you give up, that's when they turn it around. When they turn it around on you. That's when they turn it around on you.
Been a fan too long to give up.
Yeah. So let's take care of some more business here. Bruce, my squad that I kept talking about, well, it's not just my squad, it's everybody's squad. It's Sayed's favorite team, Maryland Terps.
After the dogs.
Well, before the dogs, he's really a Maryland fan.
Okay.
Right. But he said a dog is a little more vicious than a turtle, so that's why he went that way.
Okay.
We are bowl eligible, and that is not something to sneeze at, right?
True.
Maryland. They was down early, sleepwalking with a first time starting quarterback, but they, as Janet would say, they pulled it out.
They pulled it out. They didn't fumble the bag. They pulled it out.
They tried to.
They did not fumble the bag, and I'm sitting here trying to stall and wait for our guy Ant to get in here. But I don't know how far he is. And tonight is our NFL picks, right? So I'm going to switch up the look real fast, and we are going to get right into it because we got a lot of games to hit today. We got 13 games. We have a couple of buys. Say it. Do we need to go over the board again, or we went over the board already?
We're going to review.
Okay.
We're gonna review the NFL leaderboard. We're not gonna talk about the results of week 6. We're just gonna talk about the overall leaderboard going into week 7, so we have an idea where everybody's standing. So here we go.
There you go.
My bad. Here you go. The NFL leader, as you see at the top of both of those boards, was me, Blake.
Terrible. This is terrible.
And two-pick Ammo. And two-pick Ammo is coming to a nice little tie there.
Hey, before T.
She not too far out of there. And speaking for the aforementioned Ammo, welcome to the show just in time.
Man, ain't before T, man. Come on, Sid. Now, why you doing me like that now?
But when you done been fished on.
Ain't no fished on.
Hey,
don't. No, fam. Hey, look, me and Sid had the same issue when he tied me one week in college. You gotta to beat a man, you gotta beat the man. That's from the prophet Ric Flair.
Oh, that is from the prophet Ric Flair.
Yeah, you gotta outright beat me. You understand me?
You know.
Sid, I'm very disappointed, man.
Let's work on that today.
Wait, but the prophet Ric Flair. Ric Flair don't remember who he
said. Hey, Ric Flair did say something.
He don't remember.
Hey, does that take it away? Hey, listen. Hey, though, that's the same. Hey, listen. Also, the prophet Ricky Bobby Daddy said, "If you're not first, you're last." He didn't remember saying that either. Still counts.
It still counts.
Bruce Glass, how we doing, man?
I'm good. How you doing, sir?
Man, you look nervous, man. Relax, man. I'm not gonna beat up on you too bad. You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna have some fun today. We're gonna have some fun. Hey, listen. We are 8 minutes in, and my dog is singing today.
Yeah. What did you do?
By the way, the Secret Superhero Pets or whatever that, if y'all know that movie, it's like a cartoon movie. Very good.
Oh yeah.
A1, like quality.
All right, so listen.
Your dog stopped barking. Bruce, was that your dog?
Yeah.
Yeah, his dog stayed. He didn't like that.
Yeah. My dog is over here getting it right now.
Bruce, is your dog secretly Clark Kent's dog?
No.
You don't get the reference.
All right. Hey, let's get into these picks. These lines are brought to you by BetRivers. If you have a gambling problem, call. I forgot the number. I can't do that read.
Wow.
I know about heart too.
Wow.
I forgot that. I just jacked that all up.
I'm sorry. I'm boycotting. Everybody just go voice for a couple seconds to boycott. There are people with real issues. He's like, you know what? Figure it out.
I don't know the number. Google it.
I forgot the number. I'm sorry.
Man, listen, my stuff is like totally in disarray right now. I had the carpet cleaners in here today, so my office, my little spot is just the boy. I shouldn't have went to that.
Somebody get him some milk. If you got a gambling problem, get him some milk.
He said you can Google it.
Right.
Google these lines are brought to you by BetRivers. All these lines are brought to you by BetRivers. Now let's get into this first one right here. Oh God, that was bad. That was bad. This is live, people. This is live. I'm talking to myself. Hey, we got the Cleveland Browns right here, coming off a couple of losses right now. and they're going up against Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens, who actually went up to New York and had a bad day, just like your boy did. Basically, man, the question here is, do we think that the Baltimore Ravens will find their groove versus the Cleveland Browns, who Deshaun Watson's back in the building performing with the team? Is he taken away from Jacoby Brissett snaps, and is Jacoby starting to look over his shoulder, even though he can't come back for a couple of more weeks? That's the real question here. Is he starting to peep over his shoulder? Does Baltimore's defense play better? Is Lamar Jackson going to play better and not turn the ball over? Let's look at this line. We got the Cleveland Browns plus 6.5 at minus 109. Their money line or win line is plus 230, the Cleveland Browns. The Baltimore Ravens are minus 6.5 or minus 112 at minus 275. The over-under set at 45.5 with minus 110 both ways. Bruce, the way we usually do this, man, is we, as the panel here, we have to pick a winner. You've been watching the show for a very long time. You are what we would call a P1, so you know how we do it. But you, sir, have the option of playing this game any kind of way you want. All right. So you have the first one, and then we will continue on.
Well, my pick will be Baltimore, and I believe the under. But Ken, Baltimore, I know they lost 3, but I want to say all 3 of their games they were leading by double digits.
Yeah, they were
late in the game and lost. Are they going to fumble? They're going to turn the ball over in the fourth quarter. They're actually going to play all 4 quarters.
Oh, Lady A said fumble the bag.
But I take the Ravens, and I think the under.
The Ravens and the under. Hey, what's up? Little Carter's in the building. Let's see here.
Young Carter.
Well, Lady A, you are up next.
Yes. So when you look at the Ravens, the Browns, this AFC North matchup, I'm real disappointed in the Ravens. Their 3 losses, kind of what Bruce said. I mean, they look at the last game with the Giants. I mean, no, I'm sorry, in New York. It wasn't. They won. They were winning the game. They practically won, and Lamar threw that interception. I was shocked. I'm Team Lamar all the time. I want to go with my quote unquote home team. They're closer. They're closest to me outside of my team, Washington. But when you look at these 2 teams, you have it split. Usually it's split. The home team usually wins. Baltimore being the home team, I'm going to side with Baltimore, but I'm looking at this spread. That's a touchdown. The over under, I'm scared to touch that. 45 is a lot. 45.5 is a lot. I would go with the under. I'm not going to call that. I'm going to pull a pick situation right now. I'm not going to go with that. But if you want to play over under, you definitely want to go with the under. I'm going to go and take Baltimore money line because this may be a close game, but if Baltimore has their stuff together, you're not going to have a problem. They're going to actually probably do more than 7 points. So I'm not really sure which Baltimore is going to show up.
I feel you. This is one of those games where the Commanders are at home and Baltimore is at home.
So pray for me.
Yes. Listen. But the NFL is coming out because the AFC North, right? That's what this is. The AFC North should always be played at night. Like, put the women and children to bed because we are going to battle. And this is one of those games where they're going to battle. So basically what we're looking at here is Baltimore's offense versus Cleveland's defense, because I believe Jacoby Brissett is he's starting to look over his shoulder, like I mentioned here, knowing Deshaun Watson's not far from playing. I think Lamar gets it correct this time. And Lady A, I'm going to lay the 6.5. I think they are. And like you on this game, like you said, I am actually taking the over. I think these two teams are going to light the scoreboard up. I think they're going to do that. A lot of games have been under this year, so I understand you taking the under in the NFL. Scoring is down. But I think this week, because we have a lot of tape on everybody, we're 6 weeks in, I think that Baltimore lights it up. I think they light it up. So give me Baltimore minus the 6.5, please, Head. And I actually jumped in before Ant, so he.
No. You did right.
No, I did not do right.
You did right, sir. So don't get it twisted now. Okay. All right. So, couple things. Alabama is already up 21-0. Just want to put that in y'all's spirit.
That just makes you even right now. They got to beat 22.
They're already up 21-0 first quarter. Anyway.
I don't think they got to do is score 7. That's all. Give me a field goal. We good.
I got a question. Is P1, is that like a military term?
That's a radio term. That's a radio term, like one of the, your primary people. Somebody that's been there forever.
Yeah. Okay. I really wanted to know. I didn't know. I was like,
wait. That's your day one.
Is that like player one? Okay.
That's like day one. Yeah.
Y'all put
he's
me
the
on
ones
game.
And everybody else is the twos.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Now don't disrespect all the people that's in the chat.
I'm not disrespecting them. I'm just saying. That's a WWE joint. We the ones. Bruce can throw a one up. He can throw a one up.
All right. And then I don't understand why Jacoby would be looking over his shoulder. Buddy, you should have been turning around facing Deshaun Watson the entire time. You were never the guy, okay? You were warming the bench for the true number one. There's nothing to talk about here. Unlike our situation, these guys would be far and above way better if Deshaun was in the position to be the starter from day one with this schedule and the talent that they have. With that being said, I think that Baltimore rebounds and they rebound big. I believe that Lamar Jackson, I think he's gonna be proving himself all season. He's not gonna be perfect, but he's gonna take another step to show these guys that they should have paid him a long time ago. Give me Baltimore minus the 6.5. I think it's not gonna be close.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
As the big dog.
Okay.
Oh man. Let me hey, I'm gonna head out.
No, all jokes aside, y'all know that I picked Lamar a few times. He's hurt my feelings. But in this case, that's a good one, dog. That was a good one. That was actually a good one, dog. That almost sounded like it. That was a good one.
Hey, I told her go back and watch the last show. I did a dedication to you.
But I'm here.
Hey, but
you gotta do it. You gotta do
it. But I think Cleveland has hit a wall, even with Brissett at quarterback. He's been throwing some late 4-quarter picks that's been killing the team. And Chubb and them two running backs is only taking so far. Chubb is doing his thing. And like Ann said, this should be Deshaun Watson. This team may be different next year with Deshaun Watson, but how many pieces they lose in the process. But for this game, it's going to be Baltimore. For me, at home, money line. I'm not going no spread because him and the Hardballs, they're going to cost me some money this year. I can't mess with them. So I'm going with the win.
You got to believe.
I'm right there.
They got to be right at some point in time.
But you know what, Sid? That's why you the big dog. I ain't got nothing to say. It's
the way Sid is right now, it's a bulldog country, and his head is right there.
Whoop, whoop.
No, like, it's perfect, like right there. Boom.
Yeah.
It's perfect. It's big dogs. Big dogs eat, right?
Big dogs eat.
Let's go. All right, now let's get to this next one right here. We got Tampa Tom. We got Tampa Tom going up north to Carolina to check out the scenery, to see what's going on, see if he can buy a new house, see what's really happening there. Now, somebody here said that Tom's going through some marital problems, and we was like, whoa, did we really touch that subject? And it seems like these things are really affecting him. My man is taking off during training camp, and then not only that, he goes to his ex-boss's wedding and just bone out in the middle of preparation, and then they
balls. What'd you say?
Right. What
his boss. He goes to his
you
ex-boss.
No, did you say bone out?
After that.
Did you say bone out?
Oh, my bad.
Was he in there like that at the wedding?
Boneless.
Did you got it on good sources?
I don't. That's not what I said. That's not what I meant.
Let me go throw the pinky up.
That the bone was out.
Let me go to throw the pinky up. That was some tea right there. Some tea right there.
He just went to the wedding. He left his teammates and went to the wedding, and then Tom not only did that, but then he started fussing at his offensive lineman who stayed in practice.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that was bad.
Yeah.
Is this the week where he's Willie Beeman and he gonna learn today?
You know,
versus the Carolina Panthers.
You know what? I never thought about that.
I'm just saying. That's why I'm here to give you what I give you right now. But then again, we are looking at the Carolina Panthers, who just sent Robbie Anderson out west.
Mm-hmm.
They have a quarterback that's hurt.
And
they have an interim coach.
And you got one more. You got one more.
And Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah.
It's long gone.
Yeah,
it is.
So where the points coming from? Since they clean the house, they might as well go ahead and send DJ Moore on home to Washington.
to Cowboys. Wow. Oh,
no. What are you talking about? That'll get you kicked off the show.
He loves trying to do that to people. Man. What's up? Abuse of power, maybe?
It's not abuse of power. This is, my wife said I'm power drunk.
She said you're the big. She told you the big dog. She said you go in there and show them who's boss.
No, she said he was power drunk.
She said you go in there and you tell that Mo to shut his mouth. Fine.
Yeah, I heard it.
Y'all would miss Ann if y'all kicked him off the show.
Oh man, Ant's going nowhere. Ant's going nowhere.
Wow, Bruce.
So Bruce, what you got with this Tampa Bay Carolina game? What you got, Bruce?
Let me get a line first. Let me get a line.
You should have given a line.
We got Tampa minus 13 at minus 110. Their money line is minus 625. That's a lot of money. And then we got Carolina plus 13 at minus 110. Their money line is plus 495. Do you dare touch it, or is Vegas? Do they know everything? The over under set at 39, a low amount of points. At minus 113 for the over, minus 108 for the under. So my question, Bruce, now, just like said, who you got?
I would say Tampa, because Carolina pretty much gave away any chance they have. I mean, it don't matter what problems Brady has. I say Tampa, and I would say they covered the 13 points.
All right, so I'm gonna give you a little something else right fast. I forgot to tell y'all this, but so Tampa, this line actually opened plus 10, right? Carolina plus 10, and after the McCaffrey trade, it jumped up to 13 and a half. Right now, it's at 13, right? It jumped up to 13 and a half, and it came back down to 13. So, man, if you caught it at 10, I think you still lose. You still can't even plus the 10 on Carolina. I think it was a fire sale. Everything's all good. Antmo, who you got? Oh, I'm sorry, Lady A.
What?
And toothpick is on one. I'm hungry.
What, you hangry?
I need a Snickers.
But why ain't go away? Look, when it comes to this situation, I mean, the Panthers are 1-5. Rightfully so. They're clearly not making good decisions over there. Tampa Bay, they're at 500, which is shocking. But as we said, there's some issues behind the scenes with Tampa Bay. Tom he's cursing them out. Like every time we turn around, he's cursing out somebody on his team. Even if they did a Willie Beeman situation with him, I feel like they're still going to win. Carolina, I don't feel like they have any chance. And kind of to piggyback off of what always said, 13 in the spread, that's disrespectful in the NFL. That is so disrespectful in the NFL. But at the same time, if you look at the over-under and you see that it's 39, they don't think that a lot of scoring is going to happen because the last game we just picked was 45.5. So they still don't feel. So they know that there's issues with Tampa Bay. I'm going to go Tampa Bay, but I'm going to go money line because 13, I don't know about that. I don't know how that's going to go.
Well, I got to tell you like this. We say 13 is disrespectful, right?
But it's rightfully so.
But Ant is going to go next. But 13 is disrespectful, but I don't think so in this case. And
no. Oh, wait. We can't hear you, Ant.
No, I'm just playing. So the only thing worse than getting rid of your best receiver and your best running back is having Baker Mayfield still have to be the quarterback to deliver the ball to the people left over. This guy is a fire show in itself. Like, and to watch national television, watch Skip Bayless complain about how they didn't believe in him and all this stuff after the fact is going to be almost even worse. I agree with Lady A. I don't see a world where even if they quit, the offensive line quit on him, that they don't find a way to beat this team by plus 10 points. I'm scared to pick this spread only because it's the National Football League, and they are professionals. This isn't college. You know, Tampa hasn't looked good, period. And to be honest, he's been cussing people out his entire career. Like, this isn't nothing new that Tom Brady's cussing people out. He's been doing this on the sideline for years. I might have to go with Lady A on this one and just pick the money line. I am nervous about picking the 13, more so because of Tampa's deficiencies than even what Carolina. You know, sometimes when you start cutting down, it seems like the team can play better because it's just like, we're all we got. Let's just do what we can. So with that being said, took a long time. Tampa Bay money line.
Hey, so Tampa's problems are on offense, right? Tampa's problems are on offense, not on defense. And with how bad Carolina is, I'm expecting Tampa's defense to score. I'm telling you, anytime defense is scored by Tampa Bay, smart play. Especially when you talk about quarterbacks that love to give the other team the ball and keep them involved. Did we see what happened when the Cardinals got B-Hop back this weekend? And he walked over to his coach and he was cussing and fussing at his coach because they can't cover B-Hop. That's going to be Tom Brady this week, who didn't leave practice in the middle of the week. Hey, 13 is not disrespectful in this case. I'm laying the 13, said. Give me Tampa, laying the 13, please.
What I can say about this is that you're true on both sides. Sometimes when you start having a fire sale, they're not going to say fire sale, but we're going to say fire sale. You start trading people and you're shorthanded. Sometimes that inspires people to play better because, okay, we have nothing else to lose. Nobody expects us to show up. You know, it's a division opponent. Nobody expecting us to show. Everybody's expecting us to lay down and for Tom Brady to blow us out. At the same time, Tom Brady has been struggling. Julio's hurt. Mike Evans is in and out of the lineup. Sometimes he plays, sometimes he don't. I actually don't know what's going on with him. It's just been pretty funny to me. And then, you know, you got Godwin. You know, Godwin is in there, and you got Russell Gage is on offense. But for some unknown reason, they're having a hard time putting it together. They're not going to have a hard time putting it together against Carolina. We already know that. Right. What we're trying to figure out now is whether this spread is disrespectful. It's going to be all P.J. Walker this game. Sam Darnold still hurt.
Man, turn your TV down.
Big time hit. I mean, it's a heavy hit.
Did Sam freeze? He froze. Sam just froze in the middle of what he was saying right there. I'm gonna give y'all a little bit more content to go off of, a little bit more to go off of. The last 5 games. Here we go. Tampa 41, Carolina 17, Tampa 32.
Tampa money line.
Carolina 6, Tampa 46. Carolina 23, Tampa 31, Carolina 17.
He picked Tampa money line.
yeah.
Tampa money line.
Carolina 36, Carolina 37, Tampa 26. So out of the last 5 games, they've covered this 13 and a half. They've covered 13 and a half, 14 and a half, 17. They covered the 6. They can cover versus Carolina, especially now, man. What you got, Bruce?
It's said actually gonna make that bet.
I don't
Tampa
think so.
money line.
I don't think that's one
I
he
don't
putting
think so.
down right now. I don't think that's one he putting down.
I ain't going to Tampa money line. I'm
No, I mean, are you actually gonna make that?
Are you?
To my money wise?
Yeah.
I wouldn't bet on this game to save nobody life.
Man, that's somebody. Man,
I'm not a Tampa fan. I wouldn't put no money on Tampa for nobody.
Some of these games, listen. We do put it out there. We do, but you got to know that some of these right here, we being competitive with each other. So we may not. Listen, I may bet like 8 games, right? But I got to give you all of them, right? So I'm pretty sure that's one that said is not putting some on it because he, like you said, he stays away from Brady. I think he did him wrong in this.
But my win-loss ratio is a monster, just so you know.
Yeah,
man,
so he is gonna be the info.
Y'all watching this Alabama game? The snag number 3 just made.
I'm about to turn to a more competitive game, sir.
No. Watch me win.
I'm not gonna watch this game. Let's go to the Dirty D, Dallas.
Dirty D, pause. Whoa. You on a roll tonight.
Whoa, my bad.
You on a roll
tonight.
Tom came to the party bowling out. Dirty D. Man, you is. Hey, go for the triplet. I know you got a triplet there.
I got another one in me somewhere. I don't know. But we got Detroit. We got Detroit traveling down to Dallas here to take on the Cowboys. Detroit's coming off of a nice bye where they need to get healthy, bring some of their people back so they can get something going on with their offense because their defense is god awful. Hopefully they have some time to fix some of those problems. Dallas gets healthy. They get Dak Prescott back. But did they lose a wide receiver?
Not to my knowledge.
Okay, perfect. I want to make sure.
I haven't heard that.
All right, so Dallas Cowboys get a quarterback back. Micah Parsons still looking like Micah Parsons, and their defense has something to prove after what happened on versus Philly on Sunday Night Football. So with that being said, let's get right into this line. I'm going to pick this show up just the pace, okay? We're going to pick it up. So we got the Detroit Lions plus 6.5 at minus 112. Their money line is plus 255. The Dallas Cowboys are minus 6.5 at minus 109. At minus 295. The over-under set at 49, minus 110 going both ways. Bruce, who do you like here?
Well, as a Commanders fan, obviously I like Detroit.
Right.
But personally, I don't ever bet for any of the teams in the NFC East, including the Commanders, because I don't want personal opinions to get in the way of money, if that makes sense.
There you go. That makes a lot of sense.
I like you, Bruce.
Mm-hmm. But and Detroit, I thought in the beginning their offense was looking good and all like that, but then they came out against New England and put up 0. You know, of course, in the chat I would be putting Detroit money line, but honestly, I feel like Dallas is gonna win the game. I'll just say that.
Right.
I'll just be honest.
I just appreciate you for
going with Dallas.
I do.
Dallas. He's going with Dallas.
I think Dallas gonna win. I would never bet on them though.
Roger.
I respect you for saying that, Bruce.
There you go.
So it's my go. You guys really want to hear what I got to say about this game?
Go ahead, lady. Talk to us.
Let me guess. You hate everybody.
I do. I told you how I feel about Detroit. I've already said that. I do not like Detroit at all. Mm-hmm. However, at the beginning of the season, they were looking pretty decent. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, what happened? They fell completely apart, which is fine with me.
What were their wins?
What happened? What happened? They were looking decent.
What were the teams they beat?
The Commanders, okay? They were looking
decent.
Beat
the Commanders?
Stop it, Ant. Stop it.
No, I was just...
Anyway.
They only lost by 3 to the Eagles.
Was that their only win? Was against the Commanders?
Hey, now. Let me explain something to you.
Go ahead.
This is your little raggedy team that we talking about too, and you know I don't like y'all either. So there's that. So with that said, with these two teams that I really don't care about, I would never bet on this team, either or. I'm going to say that I believe the lesser of the two evils would be Dallas in this situation. Okay. The lesser of the two evils. I have never in my life bet on Dallas. Okay. Never.
You should this week.
This week, I'm going to tell you guys, yeah, Dallas will probably win this game. I would go money line. I don't know about the spread because let's be real, Dallas made Dallas. Okay, this game because they have had that moment.
We may beat the teams in front of us.
I said money line, and then I said Dallas made Dallas this game.
Big D, Big D on the money line.
We think you guys are going to win.
No pause needed.
Yeah, you said it. You said it.
No pause needed. All right, I'm gonna keep it simple.
Mm-hmm.
That I actually heard a stat that says Dallas outside of the NFC East struggles to cover the spread. Mm-hmm. So it's not that Dallas made Dallas; it's just that they may not cover the spread. Still come away with the W.
That means they go down
and still beat the team that y'all lost to. But anyway, give me Dallas on the money line minus 295. Dak's first game back. We may just do enough to get him in the groove, but that's it.
Listen, man, if y'all come out and run the ball, y'all should absolutely win this game. But y'all would come out and probably try to throw the ball all over the yard to prove that Dak is back or something like that. Penn State just scored. Okay, listen, give me Dallas money line.
What'd you say, Pick?
I'm sorry. Give me Dallas minus 6.5.
I was gonna say the only way.
Which one?
The spread?
You said two. Which one?
Which one now? Speak clearly, man. Be a professional, Pick.
He said the spread.
Minus
the spread. That's all. We not gonna say what team. Y'all know.
Dallas, Big D on the spread.
What?
What are you talking about? That's not what I said. Not at all.
We're referred to as Big D.
We're gonna go ahead and get this. We're trying to pick it up a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and go Dallas as well. I think Detroit is still a dumpster fire, even though they get some people back. Enjoy the boys she played this week, but it's not going to be enough for them to beat Dallas in Dallas. Give me Dallas money line as well because I think Dak he's going to give them some points back. And make
also,
it
if Detroit keep going the way they're going to get their head coach fired.
Right.
If Detroit keep going the way they're going, their head coach is going to get fired.
So we're going to make that short and sweet.
Dallas money line. All right, we got the New York Giants traveling down to Florida to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. The New York Giants are on a roll, ladies and gentlemen. This is the hot team in the NFL right now, the New York Giants, along with the New York Jets. So New York, that market is on fire. We got the New York Giants at +3 at minus 108. Their money line is plus 140. Their money line is plus 140, and my screen is deciding to refresh right now. Hey, we got the Jaguars at -3 at minus 113, and their money line is minus 159, unless that's not true, which the numbers could be adjusting right now. And no, they did not. The only thing that did, the over-under did just adjust. So I'm going to give you this live over-under right now. So the over-under is still 43.5, but it's minus 107 for the over and minus 113 for the under. So it's minus 107. So that's just the one thing that just went up right there. All right. So listen, Bruce, who you got, man?
I'm surprised the Giants are the underdog. But I believe the Giants will win this game. Only reason I can think that they are the underdogs, maybe because of all the injuries they got or something like that. To me, I feel like they should be favored in this game.
Well, they do not really have a wide receiver game, but I totally understand what you're talking about right now. So, yeah.
The Giants money line.
Giants money line. I like that pick out of you. I like that pick. Lady A.
Yeah, I was actually pretty surprised at this line because on top of that, if you look at the spread, you see it's 3 points.
It's 3. Which is what you basically get if it's like you're being at home and you're a good team.
I'm just like, maybe because they're going to Jacksonville, they're like, all right, whatever. But still doesn't make sense. The Giants are 5-1. Jacksonville Jaguars are 2-4. They looked pretty decent for like literally 2 games. That's it. They haven't really looked all that good. We thought that week 2 they were just going to start, just taking everybody out, just, surprising us, but they're not doing that. I'm going to go with the Giants. I'm just going to go money line. The spread is 3. I mean,
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. Listen, Antmo, it's up to you. What you got?
So we're not going to trade back and forth like how you and Lady A did. You're just going to make me go. Okay.
Yep.
Don't even worry about it. So this is the thing. I think that they're giving a little more respect to the Jaguars simply because I don't think they're a bad team. But I'm still not a believer in the Giants. I think the line is where it should be. It's not a pick 'em because the problem with the Jaguars is the quarterback. We don't know which Trevor Lawrence we're gonna get from week to week. I ain't gonna lie, I've struggled with this since I saw it. I'm really struggling to figure which one I want. I'm tempted to go Giants +3. And the Jaguars have let me down a lot. I think I'm gonna go ahead and stick with that. I'm gonna go New York Giants +3 and hope even if they lose that it's close.
All right. Well, Doug Peterson has to get this team together at some point in time. But I also coming down to the coaching factor for me, Brian Daboll has something really special going on in New York, and Saquon Barkley's finding his groove. I'm going to go ahead and go with the New York Giants on the money line right here. That's an actual bet that I placed. And for some unknown reason, said, listen at this. For some unknown reason, 43 points seems really low for this game.
Mm-hmm. Now, I'm gonna tell you why this game is -3 toward the Jacksonville Jags because the defense is built to beat a team like New York. That's why it's -3. He has no wide receivers, and they're trying to run the ball, which plays right into Jacksonville's defense.
Yeah.
With that being said, like Ant said, we don't know which Trevor Lawrence is going to show up. But I'm going to be Wilson today. Give me Jacksonville.
Okay, Mr. Wilson.
I like that. I like that,
you.
sir.
I actually feel him.
Wilson!
Mr. Wilson!
I understand. We understand this, Wilson. We did.
Wilson!
Double dip, Wilson.
I gave a double dip on the Wilson.
Man, I'm not gonna lie to you, Sid.
That's Sid got the.
I may come back and change my pick, and this Wilson may be in vain.
No.
Hey, I'm just telling you.
Hey,
I'm just telling you.
I'm just saying, Sid. I actually think that Doug Peterson will probably do this, but the Giants are just too hot for me right now, and that coach is amazing, man. Here. And I meant to say this, Jacksonville actually played really well last week versus Indy. Cost me some money, but they played really well. All right. We got the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Tennessee Titans. This is a division battle right here. That 3 points that you get for home field advantage, if you notice here, the Tennessee Titans do not actually have that. You got the Indianapolis Colts coming in off of a come-from-behind win versus Jacksonville. You got Tennessee coming in off of a bye.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay. So we got here's the line. You got Indianapolis +2.5 at -110. And they also get Jonathan Taylor back this week as well. You have their money line is +122. Tennessee's line is -2.5 at -110. Their money line is -113. So we're really going to have a running game battle here because both of these quarterbacks are washed, if you ask me. The over-under set at 42, -110 both ways. Bruce, who you got?
I will take the Tennessee in this one only because they've had the bye week, so they're rested a little bit more in there at home. And I think the under is a better play if you play over-under on this one.
You like the under?
Yeah, Tennessee in the under.
I feel you. I get what you're saying. Lady A, go Caps. What's up, man? Caps are losing again. Every time we do a broadcast.
I do feel that bye week that they've had is going to make a difference in the way that they play. Personally, if you're going to do the over under, I'm not, but if you're going to do the over under, I actually want to go with the over. I think that this, you look at the last two games that were played by these two teams, they did pretty well. And if you look at the points that were put up, I mean, they both won their last game. But yeah, let me see if I can pull up the points. So the Colts, that game was 34-27. The Titans, I'm not going to say who they played right now because I was angry, but that's 21-17. So if you look at the points, these two can put up some numbers. So I think that you can go with the over if that's not an issue. But with all that is said, I'm going to go Tennessee with the spread.
Tennessee with the spread. All right. And
I hope I don't regret that.
Well, this is so petty. Okay.
Ladies first, man. Ladies first.
Nah, you petty. Yeah, you real petty for this. Okay, so I believe that Derrick Henry finally gets loose like Derrick Henry can get loose. I believe that the Colts are coming off of a big win for them. They feel like they exercised some demons last week. We know the trouble that the Jaguars have gave them at the most inopportune times. So with that being said, I think that Tennessee wins. Give me them on the money line, -139.
All right, Tennessee, huh? Okay, listen, I think King Henry needs that rest. Needed that rest from last week, and along with his art collection, I think he continues to pile up the stats. However, there's a young guy coming out of Indianapolis that runs crazy, and hopefully Coach Frank Wright gives this guy a ball. And, I'm talking about Jonathan Taylor here. I think that Indy wins their second game in a row in the division to start to make their move. Give me the Indianapolis Colts plus the 2.5, said. Plus the 2.5.
Great pick, because I as well think the same thing. Getting Jonathan Taylor's back, it's going to change the offense. I think the offense figured out some stuff last week when they beat Jacksonville. I think they figured out some stuff, and Matt Ryan has an idea of what he can do now to make this team better. So I'm going to make mine short and sweet. Give me the Colts plus 2.5.
Colts plus 2.5. I got you. Moving on to the game of the day. All right, we have the Green Bay Packers invading FedEx Field on a homecoming weekend in the NFL. A homecoming weekend. You heard me correctly. A homecoming weekend. Yeah, Bruce is on the show, man. Yeah, that's Bruce Glass right there. There you go. The Green Bay Packers, Aaron Rodgers comes in after yelling at his wide receivers, neglecting them all year. We covered this on our Thursday show. And then we had the Washington Commanders with a quarterback change due to injury. We have Taylor Heineke coming in, and Jahan Dotson re-aggravated his hamstring this week. So no Jahan Dotson. So De'Ami Brown, you're up. Let's see if you can put some more touchdowns on the board. Let's look at this line here. We got the Green Bay Packers -4.5 at -110. The Green Bay Packers money line is -215. Washington Commanders are +4.5 at -110, +185, and the over-under set at 41.5, which is another extremely low score. 110 both ways, and if you watch the Commanders play, you know why, because we average a great whopping 11 points a game. Bruce.
Well, my pick was going to be Commanders money line. It's my team. I mean, and I feel like if we're gonna steal one from Green Bay, this might be a chance to do it because they're struggling a little bit this year. Commanders money line is what I'm gonna go with.
There you go. All right, Commanders money line, Lady A, money line.
Okay.
Lady A.
So y'all know I'm an Aaron Rodgers fan. This is not his year. It's not his year. For him to be going 500 right now, that I'm shocked. But he's playing my team. When he's playing my team,
Whose team is he playing?
the Washington Commanders.
Is that your team?
Yes, my team. That's what I'm saying. That's how I have to look at it. He's playing my team. I'm not a fan of his this week. We are capable of beating Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. We've done it before. We've done it at home, and we had less. We are capable. Will we show up to do that? Let's hope so, because I feel as though I may be on that field if they do not win this game.
See, somebody's getting arrested.
Okay.
Don't do it to yourself.
I may be on the field. With that said, Green Bay Packers are on a 2-game losing streak. Let's continue that. I feel like this is less than a touchdown for the spread. I'm going to go Washington with the spread, and let's hope they don't act the fool, because I like my freedom.
All right. And
yeah, I respectfully, I disagree that y'all have had less. I'm sorry. This team is very, very decrepit in a lot of ways. I'm not gonna lie. One of my bets that I was telling Pick about last show was Washington plus 5.5. It's creeping actually in you all's favor a little bit more, because I think everybody's starting to realize how bad Green Bay is. I'm actually not placing that bet. I think that this is one of the worst receiving cores that Green Bay has ever had with Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
And I think that, oh man, I hate to say this. I think you guys have a good chance of.
Hey,
we hate it to admit it, y'all.
I'm sorry. Give me Green Bay money line. I wish I would. You guys, Bruce is the only one that's ever been unbiased since I've been on this show. When y'all start doing it, I'll start doing it.
Wait,
hey.
I'll take it. Green Bay money line.
I said your
Green Bay money line.
Did I not just pick the Dallas Cowboys?
Hold on.
You don't got no choice. It's Detroit.
3 weeks in a row we did, didn't we?
It's Detroit. You don't have a choice.
Yeah, but listen, to be real here, man. Listen, Aaron Rodgers is out there playing with no wide receivers. The Commanders' run defense is pretty good, but they're coming in with 2 running backs that, if they decide to hand the ball off to them, would give Washington trouble. I think that we saw Chicago's running back carve us up on Thursday Night Football, right? We saw that. I remember seeing their running back skirt off for 50 yards and I threw tantrums. And these backs are better. Montgomery's a real NFL talent. Let's just hope that LaFleur comes in wanting to prove something and throws the ball all over the yard, and our defense can get some interceptions. Give me the Commanders to steal this one right here with the money line. Just another win to push us back further in the draft. We can't get a quarterback.
Y'all don't need a quarterback, no way. If you're gonna get a quarterback, play the one that's on the roster, the last one. If y'all not gonna play, you can't draft the new one if you ain't got the one you got. Anyway, big dog pick right now. Hold your turn. Big dog pick right now. Hold on. Big dog pick right now.
Don't be the GM because you talking too much facts right now.
Hey, big dog pick right now. Big dog pick right now.
We need a line.
So you know what said?
Listen, it's Said's pick, man. Let's say it do what he do.
I'm not doing it. Just go ahead, sir.
Hey, big dog pick right now. Anyway. This is gonna be short and sweet. Green Bay offense is garbage. Bakhtari, he's still hurt. He may still be hurt this game. The advantage is the Washington Commanders on the defensive line. Now, did the defensive coordinator make the adjustment for that run, those running yards they gave up last week? That's gonna be the answer. They had 10 days to work on it. With that being said, give me Washington plus 4.5.
Plus the 4.5. That's a smart bet, Said. I really do like that plus 4.5. But I myself, I think that thank you for saying this for me, Metaphor. I think that the defensive line and our linebackers are playing very well, but we have a safety. I'm not going to say no names, Bobby McCain, who's making tackles out of self-defense. Yeah. So
give it to him.
Oh yeah, I got you. I had to put that up there.
Give it to him.
That away.
Wilson! Yo, Wilson, where you at, my guy?
Don't show up tomorrow.
It's no surprise he's Wilson on this.
Yeah, don't show up tomorrow. All right, now let's
surprise.
Be unbiased moving forward, and I will too.
I am very unbiased. I'm trying to get money in people's pockets here.
Yeah, I wasn't biased. I said what I said about.
Let me ask you this question, Ant. And I need you to be truthful. Like in the wilderness, right? In the wilderness, right? In the wilderness, there's a lioness, right? And then there's a zebra, and the zebras they roll in packs, right? But that weak link always get left, and what happens to it?
Gets devoured.
Man, it gets devoured. Well, Green Bay showed a weakness last week in their offensive line, and the Jets have a monster defensive line. Washington's strength is in their defensive line. If you can't protect Aaron Rodgers, who was sacked 4 times last week, you got a problem. Yeah. So don't tell us to be unbiased. We did the homework. Man. We got it. We know what's going on right now. All right, let's get this in here.
Yeah, can we go on to the next pick? I ain't trying to hear that.
Yeah, we got the Atlanta Falcons traveling up north to the cold Cincinnati. They traveling to the nasty natty to take on Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals, who found their groove last week in New Orleans. Who knew?
Stella got her groove back.
Yeah, who knew that the cure was to go to New Orleans, wear your college jersey, and win a game, right? You got the Atlanta Falcons, who like to play the role of David versus Goliath. You got a little slingshot in their back pocket. So don't be too fast, Joe Burrow, because these boys don't give up. These Falcons, they come to play. Let's look at this line here. We got the Falcons at +6.5 at -110. Their money line is +240. That's a lot of money to win. We got the Cincinnati Bengals at -6.5 at -110. Their money line is -278. The over-under set at 47, -113 for the over, -107 for the under. Bruce, I ask you, my good guy, who you got?
I don't like this game, but with a 47, I like the over on it, but I'll take the Falcons and the points in the 6.5. Is it 6.5? Yeah, 6.5.
Yep. All right. Falcons plus the 6.5. All right, Lady A.
So the Falcons actually, they did well their last game. They got their win. So congrats to them. Did they show enough to make me believe in them to win over Cincinnati? Cincinnati, has surprisingly looked well this year compared to what I thought they were going to do. But, you kind of have to look at who both teams have played because they have the same record. Cincinnati, I feel you, Bruce. This is not a really good game. I think it's going to be close, but I think Cincinnati is going to win. So I'm going to go Cincinnati with the money line. I really don't trust the spread.
Okay. And
I think this is disrespectful to say that, honestly. The Falcons have been playing very well. Mm-hmm. If Sid will remember last week, I asked him backstage after the show what he thought about that game. And he said, man, they ain't finna win that game. And I was like, really? I'm like, dude, now I did pick against them, but that was against my better judgment. I think this team I just think they're better than what we thought they would be based off of the talent that they put together. Mm-hmm. But I do believe that the Bengals are starting to find their sweet spot. And I wouldn't pick the spread just because I think they still are going to have trouble keeping Joe Burrow upright. But I do believe that they continue towards making a real push for beating out Baltimore to win this division. So give me Cincinnati minus 278 on this.
All right, so y'all don't listen, right? The Falcons are covering machines.
Yeah, they are.
They are covering machines, but y'all continue to take 278 and go with the 278 when you could take the plus 6.5 and win $100. That Falcons are covering machines. Give me Atlanta plus the 6.5. That's all I need to say.
The last few times, I would say you're right. The last few times that I went with the Falcons on the spread, I did well. So last week I said Falcons in the spread.
Hey,
you're right.
Antonio, Mr. Jones, he know better take them points.
The Falcons did win a game they weren't supposed to win. But I mean, Garoppolo's Garoppolo. There's a reason why San Francisco's trying to get rid of it. 2 picks and a fumble in a game they should have won easily. Against a team that they're outmanned, a team that's being outmanned. The difference in this week is they're playing outdoors. Falcons are a dome team. They have been covering, but again, those games they've been covering has been inside. They haven't been outside.
They have not all been inside because they went out to Seattle. They covered. They went to Tampa. They covered. They covered that.
Oh yeah, all right. You're right. The game they lost against Cleveland was at home.
Matchups
though. That was indoor.
Those were bad matchup against Tampa. That's
Seattle, Tampa. The problem is, do we have enough? They lost to Cleveland at home inside.
Well, yeah, that's right.
The problem is, do we have enough DBs to cover these wide receivers? AJ Terrell, I think they cleared him today. I have to double check that, but he's supposed to be the number 1 cornerback that we have listed for us. Atlanta's not going to win this game, but they may cover at 6.5. Yeah, I can't do it. Give me Cincy money line. They're playing at home.
All right, hey,
man, listen,
Bruce, you took Atlanta with the spread, right?
Yes.
Okay,
you're not by yourself.
Listen,
you're not by yourself.
I'm gonna let y'all know a little secret. That's one of my straight bets. Is this game right here, Atlanta? I will bet Atlanta with the spread all day, every day. They will not let you down until they do, which ain't gonna be this week. Cincinnati maybe getting that groove back, but not versus Atlanta. Them kids, they just balling. They don't know no better right now. They don't know no better. Atlanta don't know no better. So y'all better jump on this train right now.
Cincinnati's winning by 7. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
I got you. Well, holler at me. Hey, holler at me at the end of the day. That's a 12:00 game. You know we'll be in the chat. I got you.
Hey, sidebar. Let me say this really quick, and we can get to this. Luka Doncic is winning MVP and the scoring title this year. Continue.
Oh, we're gonna get into that on Tuesday. We're gonna get into that. That's a good amp. Mark that down, man. We got the Houston Texans traveling out to Vegas. Shake them, man. They're circling Wazoo. Or break them with the 7. 7-11. 7-11.
Okay. Like to sing today.
All right. Okay.
All right. We go out to Vegas, man. You know, anytime anybody out of Vegas play. We got the Houston Texans going out there after coming off of last week's game. Hold on, no. Houston had a bye. Yeah, Houston had a bye. Okay.
Both teams had a bye, right?
Yeah, they both had a bye.
Both had a bye. Yeah, okay. Both had a bye last week. The Raiders, hopefully they can figure out how to not run their receivers in the same spot. And maybe Connor won't get cut. And we won't run a bang 8. It was a bang 8. It was a bang 8, coach.
Oh, again.
Oh, Lord. Okay. We got Houston plus 7 at minus 110. We got the money line at plus 255. Las Vegas is minus 7 at minus 110 at minus 305. Don't forget, man, Vegas right now is with the number 1 pick. It's just something a little off, or maybe it's coaching, but one of them is something is stopping the Las Vegas Raiders from being great. Is it coaching? We dang sure know it ain't the players. So, who you got here, Bruce?
I think the Raiders get it done this week. And I think they covered the 7 also. So take the Raiders and -7.
Okay. Raiders minus the 7. The Raiders goofy. Yeah, you right. Lady A.
I mean, I really don't care about either team.
Me neither.
So after doing my research, the only thing I could come up with are Bruce, great pick. I'm going Raiders -7.
Absolutely. A. Atmo.
The Raiders are heartbreakers. That's what they do. They really are. They've been doing it all season. They finally didn't let us down. What was it? 2 weeks ago, maybe, or did they? Listen, I'm so used to being disappointed by them. Is what's the name suspended for this game?
I don't think so. Hold on.
Was he already? Because didn't he get suspended?
Let me go back.
Hold on. Who are you talking about?
The receiver, Devontae. Did he get suspended?
He didn't get suspended. He got fined.
He got fined. Okay. So with that being said, God dang it. Metaphor, just go fall into a ditch. Let me follow Bruce on this one. Give me the Raiders -7 at home against Houston. They're a tough team, but I think the Raiders can get it done.
All right, listen. Metaphor is absolutely right. The Raiders are a poor man's Cowboys. The Raiders versus Houston in their last 5. Houston 3, the Raiders 2. And it's not even close. For some unknown reason, Houston punishes the Raiders. It don't matter if they're at home or away. They treat the Raiders like a redhead stepchild, and somebody going to call DPS on them, right? Somebody going to call them people and tell them they over here beating their daughter again. That's what Houston treating the Raiders like, man. Give me Houston plus the 7. Say it. Thank you.
Okay.
I can agree. The Raiders have been no shows this year. All of us thought the Raiders would be better than they are at this point of the NFL season. But again, we must remember new offensive scheme, new defensive scheme, new players. They're still getting used to it. Houston has been crazy. Defense seems to show up at the last minute. Offense seems to show up at the last minute just enough to put you like, oh my, they're finna cover again. Just for them either to let you down, or them to throw a pick. So I don't know what's going on in Houston. I have no idea what's going on in Houston. They may be like some other teams in the full rebuild. I'm on the fence, man. I'm not gonna lie, especially them coming off a bye week. Oh my goodness!
Come on, say it. Spit it out.
Oh, give me the Raiders. Now you know what? Take it back. Give me Houston plus 7.
Houston plus the 7. Say it. You're coming over to the smart side of the street. Says the guy who's 0-4 today.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Not 4.
I said 0-4.
Okay.
They
got it. They're trying to get us again.
For everything today.
Yeah.
You got it?
And who put it? No, I got you. Don't worry about it. I got it.
All right, thank you. All right, now.
Who said they're trying to get us again?
Let's move on to a little bit of a competitive game here. We got the New York Jets going out to Denver to take on the Russell Wilson-less Denver Broncos. So this game line has moved from its original position once we found out Russell Wilson was going to be out with this hamstring. It was -1, Denver -1, which is a straight up pick 'em. Listen, these Jets, like we said last week, these are not your grandpa's Jets. These Jets are young and saucy.
Oh, not saucy.
And they will run down the hall on you.
What?
They will run down the hall.
He gonna repeat it.
Yeah, they're gonna run down the running back.
Hall.
right? And then yeah, and they will toss that ball to Mr. Wilson.
Oh Lord.
Right. And we got the Denver Broncos, who is so frustrated with Russell Wilson. Will the wide receivers actually be involved in the game plan? Their running back has a problem holding on to the ball, but for some unknown reason, let's look at this line. We got the Jets at -1, -1.5, -1.5 at -110. Their money line is -118. And the Denver Broncos are +1.5 at -110, and they're +104. The over/under set at 37 at 110 both ways. Now you ask yourself, why is this line so low? It's because Denver is one of the teams that cannot score. But will they score more without Russell? That's a question for you guys right here. Bruce, who you got?
Bruce, before you pick, he failed to tell y'all one stat that I gave him earlier. What's the one quarterback that has beaten the Jets?
Lady A, you should answer this question.
It's Lamar.
No. In Denver, his uncle played for us.
Wait, I just saw who they lost to. They lost week 1, right?
No.
This is like
a long time ago.
I give it to you.
Oh,
the one team, the one guy that came off the bench to beat the New York Jets is the guy who's starting this week, Rippon.
Yeah.
He came off the bench to beat the Jets.
Yeah.
He started that game and won the game.
Yeah.
In Denver. So guess who's starting? Who's starting today? Rippon in Denver.
Yeah. It's traditional.
So that's a little information for you.
All right, go ahead. I forgot.
Personally, I like Russell Wilson. I was kind of hoping he'd do good with Denver, but he hasn't really done that good this year. But I know he's out of this game. But I would take the Jets, and I would take the over on this game.
I like the way you're thinking. I like the
Jets
way you're
in the
thinking.
over.
Minnesota scored.
Mm.
All right. Lady A.
So, first of all, I'm not sure. I like Russell too. I like Russell, but I don't like the Broncos version of Russell. As soon as I heard he was going over there, I was like, oh, this is a bad idea. And we see that. We see that's a bad idea. We're not going to see an improvement with him and the Broncos, with the Broncos. We're not going to see that. So I'm not sure why this line wasn't already this way before Russell came out of the game. The Jets are doing pretty well this year, and the Broncos have lost 3 straight games, right? Yeah, they lost 3 straight games. So no, there's no way I thought that the Broncos would beat the Jets with Russell. I wasn't thinking that way. Will they surprise us now that they have their backup? Yes, they could. But I'm still gonna go with Jets money line because I don't believe in the Broncos right now.
Jets money line. I like it. Hey, Ant, who you got, man?
Yeah, I'm out on that Rippon stat. I don't give a crap. I think the Jets are winning. I don't give a crap what he did. I don't give a crap what he did. I feel you. I feel you said. I just don't give a crap what he did that one time. This is a different Jets team, or his uncle. Yeah,
that was a different Rippon too.
Yeah,
no. We're talking about this Rippon.
This Rippon.
Is this Rippon that beat him? But you know, I'm just saying, man.
Love his uncle.
Oh my god! I don't believe I'm gonna go.
Ahead. I'm sorry.
No, he already picked.
No, Jets money line.
He already picked. So listen, it's on your boy right here, man. Listen, I'm riding the Jets until they lose.
What?
Give me the Jets money line.
Wait, they lost 2.
Not with me. Not with me picking on them.
I was about to say.
No, not with me picking on them.
Yeah, this gonna be real quick. All of this that's going on with the Broncos is not all Russell's fault. The offensive line has not held up for him. You can't throw the ball if you're laying on your side. It's as simple as that. He's had some drop balls. Them same wide receivers who taking their helmets off on the ground have been dropping passes.
True.
With that being said, I think they just have a more complete team at this time. They got the quarterback back. They got the defensive ends that they've drafted. They got the cornerbacks playing very well. I'm going to go Jets as well, money line.
All right. We're all in the Jets, right?
Yeah, that's everybody.
Perfect.
Smart move.
All right, yeah. All right. We got the Seattle Seahawks traveling in a division game down to Los Angeles to take on the Chargers. The Seattle Seahawks are +5 at -110. Their money line is +195. The Chargers are at -5 at -110. Their money line is -225. The over-under set at 50.5 right here. -110 both ways. Let me tell you a little something about this game. The Chargers don't know which way they want to go. They want to try to get their running game going. They want to pass the ball. They want Justin Herbert to do so much. Their defense is playing solid ball, right? Bosa was out last week. I guess he is still in the process right now and going to be a game-time decision. Meanwhile, the Seattle Seahawks know their identity, which is to run the ball down your throat. And then when you stack that box, we're going to hit you over the top of the head. Bruce, who you got?
So, I think the Chargers' main receivers are also out of this game, right?
Williams. He should be back. So
it was questionable.
He was questionable.
I think he's going to play.
I think I would take Seattle. I'll do Seattle money line, but if you're an over/under person, I think it's going to be a lower scoring game.
Mm-hmm.
A low scoring game. I like the way you think right here because I'll tell you a little something here in a minute, Bruce. Lady A, who you got?
So I agree with Bruce on that over/under. I do think that you should go with the under for this this game. Did this open at 6.5?
This opened at, let me see. I'm on that other one right now. Boom. Give me 1 second.
I couldn't figure out why it.
This opened at 6.
Oh, 6. Okay. I was trying to figure out why it changed, but I really didn't see much. I guess they just went with it. But I'm going to go ahead because it's changed and not in favor of the Chargers. I'm going to go ahead and go Chargers money line because they're at home. I don't have that much confidence in the Seahawks, but I'll take Chargers money line.
All right. And who you got?
Yeah, I'm not buying this Seattle resurgence and Geno's supposed to be this top tier quarterback crap. I'm just not. I'm sorry. He gonna have to finish top 5 in MVP or something for me to buy this because I'm just not. But I think that the Chargers made Charger. Now that's a real thing. So I'm taking them on the money line just because I believe that if they do beat Seattle, that it is by 6 or more. So,
hey, Sid, we always say, what about division games?
They're tough to win.
They tough to win and they close, right?
Mm-hmm.
They tough to win and they close. All right. So listen, man, Seattle, they have been covering a lot as well. They have been covering a lot, and not only have they been covering a lot, they have been exceeding expectations for this year. Everybody expected Seattle just to be a non-factor in their division.
Sure.
This is a division game. This is where they're going to let the division know we are here. And the Chargers are not blowing people out, man. You got to understand, they are barely getting by. Look at what happened on Monday night.
Mm-hmm.
They are – put your money on Seattle. If you want to win that big cash, you put your money on the money line. If you're scared money makes a little bit of money, you go to +5 with Seattle. I ain't scared. Give me Seattle money line.
All right.
All right. It's still Geno.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is what it is. It's still Geno. I will give it to him that Geno is playing some decent ball. They're having times where he's played excellent ball, but they still lost. The Chargers still have a Mac on the outside. So, with that being said, give me the Chargers at home, money line.
Chargers at home, money line.
Yep.
All right, me and Bruce went Seattle, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, Bruce, we know how to make money. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
We do.
Okay.
Mr. O for the day. But that's okay.
But
I
I
will not chase.
I didn't say nothing.
I will not chase.
I didn't say nothing.
You have to take your lumps. You have to take your lumps. I'm taking my lumps today.
You definitely take your
So
lumps.
like
You take your lumps better than anybody I know too.
I will say this though.
Respect.
But look, so taking Seattle with the spread is not really that bad.
It's not.
I feel like it's going to be. It's probably going to be close, but at the same time, you never know. It depends on Geno how close the game is going to be. But I do feel that the Chargers are going to win.
I'm gonna tell you what I think here. I think that literally Seattle is going to force the Chargers to bring Derwin James down into the box, which is going to leave their corners one-on-one with a single high safety.
Okay.
Right. And I just don't think that their corners are that great. You saw a couple of them last week get a little handsy, some flags on them and things like that. So I really just think if Bosa and Mac don't get home, that Geno's going to make them pay. And Seattle's wide receivers are not bad. They're not bad. Just when you think they're going to block you, they're running right past you. And Geno will stand in there and take a hit. Let's get to this next game. We got Kansas City traveling out to San Fran to take on the 49ers. Now, we all know.
Come Debo. Who? Debo.
I just tuck mine in.
Debo got some help. Debo got some help. Now, what do you do? I mean, I don't expect him to play this week, and if he does, I think it'll be very, very limited. But what do you do when Christian McCaffrey arrives and you put him on a pitch count or something like that? You got Debo now. You got an offense that a zone running scheme. Come on now, let this young man eat. And a defense that's playing out of their mind. But they are taking on Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid's mind. Oh my goodness, man. We all know what they can do. But the question is this going to be a shootout with the over-under set at 49? Let's look at this line. You got Kansas City minus 1.5 at minus 113, and their money line is minus 129. This has got to be the most competitive game of all weeks of the day, really. You got the 49ers at plus 1.5 at minus 107 at plus 112. The over-under set at 49 is minus 110 both ways. Minus 110 both ways. White people in the house. All right. Let's go. Bruce, who you got?
Well, Debo might got some help, but I think it's going to take a couple weeks for him to get used to the San Francisco, and I don't think they're going to be able to slow down Patrick Mahomes either. And I think the Chiefs are probably averaging somewhere around 30 points, so I like the Chiefs in the over on this.
Okay. Lady A.
So this is truly a pick'em game. Both teams, it's a pick'em game. Look at it. San Francisco's only one game behind Kansas City as far as their score is concerned. Both teams come off of a tough loss. So they've been licking their wounds all week. They're trying to get themselves together. I really like Kansas City more because of the Mahomes Kelsey combo. I really like them two together. So with that said, I'm gonna go ahead and go with the Chiefs money line.
The Chiefs money line. And
the San Francisco 49ers are at home and they're underdogs. This ain't a pick'em game. Christian McCaffrey is not White Debo. Okay. He is the sprinter from South Africa with the prosthetic legs. It's not.
Throw a little tink.
His superpowers are not real. Okay, he can't run with the regular 100 runners because he's got a fake advantage. Okay, yeah, thank you for that. The guy, listen, is a saying in dominoes. He hail when he well, but he's sick all the time.
What?
This guy is not healthy enough ever to pose a real problem. So with that being said, give me Kansas City Chiefs on the money line. This is fool's gold. If you think this guy is going to propel them to a championship, I got some swampland to sell you in Indianapolis. Okay, I got some Indianapolis. I got some swampland to sell you out there. Okay, it got nice gators out there, and I'm telling you, if you think this guy's gonna propel them to a championship, I got something for you.
Wow. Hey, you know, they was one game away from the Super Bowl last year without him.
That was so petty.
That is great. That is great.
Hold on, wait.
Aren't you the same guy who told me it's a reason that they're still trying to get rid of that Garoppolo, or was that said?
That was me.
That was said. Thank you, said. I knew you were going to be the one to make actual good points.
But hold on.
And stayed up 2018.
You do understand? I know, man. Come on. I think they're trying to make me go 0-4 today, man. Listen.
No. You're gonna get some on Kansas State. Kansas State's up big. You did pick Kansas State money line. I'll give you that. Listen. Everything else.
Listen. San Fran's defense is real. I don't know what happened last week.
Right.
I don't know what happened last week in Atlanta. Maybe, just maybe, they hit Magic Mike's.
I'm sorry. What?
Magic Mike.
Maybe that's what happened. Maybe they went and got some chicken wings while they was in Atlanta.
What?
They're gonna get the lemon pepper wet.
They went to them lemon pepper Lou. Sweet lemon pepper Lou.
Sir, where's your timeout corner?
I'm just I don't know. I don't know what happened to him last week. But I'm trying to tell you, San Fran defense is real, and the fact that they're playing Kansas City, who has a great imagination when it comes to offense with Andy Reid. He puts his players in the best positions to win and do what they do best. We're going to find out if San Francisco's defense is real or fake really quick. Mm-hmm. I do like the under in this, Bruce. I played the under myself, but I did go San Fran money line here. I went San Fran money line, so put me down San Fran money line. I don't even think that Christian McCaffrey has anything to do with this, but I just think that San Fran somehow tries to get back right.
You see how
I see him down there.
You know they couldn't stop the run, right?
Listen,
say it.
Kansas City don't run the ball.
Hold on. Say it.
Kansas City don't run the ball.
Kansas City.
Say it.
They
say it, my brother. Say it, my brother. I implore you.
We not even gonna go there.
Make your pick, brother. All I gotta say is
that's what he wants.
All I gotta say is this time next week, somebody will be going before me. A couple people gonna be going before me.
Get out of here.
It'll be the guest. It'll be somebody else, and somebody with somebody named Toothpick will be going before me.
Man.
Okay.
Go ahead, say it.
That's what he wants. Say
Go ahead, say it.
I'm not studying y'all.
Hey.
Okay. San Francisco couldn't stop the.
Wait, what?
Said.
Why is it when he
man down, pimp in distress? I am a boy, Damon. I am a boy.
But why is it when he's making his pick? That's when it goes out.
Yeah, listen, y'all know what happened, man.
Debo.
I'm Debo. Who? Debo.
I just tuck mine in.
Said you can't tuck your chain in, Debo.
Why did I just say that?
Give me a second.
I literally said Debo right before you put that on there. That's hilarious.
Hey, you cannot tuck your chain and say
this is a conspiracy.
Debo,
I feel like said. Who was his internet provider? They don't want him to live his life.
Yeah. Ran out of free hours.
They won't let him. They don't want to let him be great. Be great.
He over there shutting things down right now.
He said, "Give him a second. It's something he fixed. He back.
Yeah,
back
there you go.
There you go. There you go.
Right
now.
They getting a phone call out of me tomorrow. I'm telling you, I don't turn everything in the house off. There's no way in the world they should be doing that. Nowhere.
They won't let you be great, Sid.
And if they don't know about Sid, he'll cancel something in a minute.
Hey, Call of Duty coming out.
Hey, you better tell him. You better tell him.
Somehow Sid end up with business internet at the house. They don't get this together. You understand?
I'm with you. You should go off. Get somebody off
there. Hey, we gonna get the squad up.
Mm-hmm. Then get somebody off that next bill. Go ahead.
Oh, for sure. Kansas City will run the ball. I'm gonna make this short sweet since I got paused out. They will run the ball, which is what Sam's gonna have problems with. At the same time, they do throw the ball. They look for different schemes to put their players in advantage. Juju Smith-Schuster has become Mahomes' favorite third down back. I don't know if y'all know that or not. Mm-hmm. But with that being said, I can't put my money on Garoppolo and the Shanahan's. I can't do it.
That's personal. I can't
do it. I can't do it.
It's also legit,
though. Even Kansas City money line.
That's a personal beef right there.
I can't.
Sam will always take a L when it comes to the Shanahan's.
I mean,
he'll just give you one every week. Listen,
real talk, Pick. You don't have a reason to go with him either.
I really don't. But I'm gonna tell you right now. Listen, it's just whenever you count San Fran out, they come back on you. It's
Pick. The quarterback is Garoppolo.
I understand who their quarterback is. Do you understand that this team was one game away from the Super Bowl last year?
Who's lost more Super Bowls than they've won?
The Cowboys.
No.
Oh, no, that's not who it is?
The Cowboys have won more Super Bowls than they've lost, okay? But I'm talking about as a quarterback.
Oh, wait, I don't know. And I got you back, bro. I don't know.
Garoppolo.
I'm about to say Jimmy.
Garoppolo.
I'm with you.
He's not that guy, bro.
But guess what? This is not a Super Bowl. This is not a Super Bowl. It's week 7 in the NFL. I'm not counting on him being that guy. I'm counting on their running game and them stretching KC out and kicking a field goal late to win the game. That's why I picked San Fran money line.
Okay, so you Wilson, right? Right.
I am. I am Wilson.
True Wilson.
Yeah, it was a Wilson.
Wilson!
Heck.
Well, bless his soul.
Yeah, bless his soul. Bless him heart.
Lord.
Bless him heart.
There you go.
There you go, Sid.
Wait.
She gonna make some calls. She gonna make some calls.
I got it.
I really do need some business internet if she got it.
Hey. Spectrum, come on through. Spectrum, come on through. Holla at your boy. Let's get to this next game. We got the Pittsburgh Steelers, who your boy picked last week. Don't be begging. Pittsburgh Steelers
gotta come on with it.
Traveling down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. The Dolphins get Tua back this week. And Pittsburgh, they feeling good about themselves coming off of a win when Mr. Trubisky came in and sealed the deal for them after Kenny Pickett played pretty good for a rookie. Can Coach Tomlin start to build on what they did last week, or will the real Miami Dolphins finally show back up and start scoring points again? That's the question here. You got Pittsburgh Steelers plus 7.5 at minus 113. Their money line is plus 275. Miami's minus 7 at minus 107, minus 335 on the money line, and the over under set at 45.5, 110 both ways, minus 110 both ways. Bruce.
Let me think. Is Kenny Pickett playing?
Yes.
He is.
He's out of concussion protocol?
Yes, he's starting.
Is Tua playing?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tua's back.
Tua's in. I just said that.
Playing.
You got to listen to what I give you.
Personally, wouldn't bet this game, but I say I think Miami's going to win this game.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Miami. Lady A.
So, upon my research, I have found that pretty much everything goes back to, well, about 99% of the time, everything is leading me right back to Miami winning this game. But I think it's going to be close. Every time I go with the Steelers, they have disappointed me this year. I don't know what's going on. They are not the same team. You guys know I do not want to bet against Mike. Mike is my guy, what has been in the past. This season, no. So Mike going to have to be by himself because on top of everything else, Miami is at home. So I'm going to go Dolphins money line because I'm not 100% certain how close this game is going to be.
Okay. All right.
Oh my God!
I got you. Metaphor. Hey, listen. He said Mahomes also lost one Super Bowl. He's 1-1 in the Super Bowl.
Dang, bro, that's a bit tough.
Right. That's what I said. Oh my God.
He's one. No, Mahomes won one.
He won one. That's right.
He won one and lost one.
Yeah.
Lost one to Tampa Tom.
So he had 500. That's okay.
Let me ask y'all this really quick.
We need your pick.
If Patrick Mahomes doesn't lose both his guards before the Super Bowl, do they still lose that Super Bowl?
Hold on, let me ask you this: if the Washington Commanders don't lose both their guards, is Carson Wentz 0-4?
Yep.
Get out.
Did he get himself? He got himself out of here.
Yep.
Bro, I'm not doing this with you, bro. I'm not doing this.
Go ahead and make your pick, bro. You fighting a dead horse. Make your pick.
Who kicked me out?
You
all right.
I did not kick myself out.
Give me Miami on the money line. I think if Tua and Pickett are there, I still think Miami's a better team than Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
I hate that the money's so high.
Yeah.
But I think that shows you how much better Miami is with a healthy Tua. So yeah, give me that.
Ant, you actually said something really smart right there. You
I
actually
always say something smart.
No, not always. Sometimes your fandom for Cowboys is really it's like a fresh cut onion. It's just overpowering, right?
My 4-2 Cowboys.
Listen, first off, you disowned them when they lost.
I didn't disown anything. I spoke the truth.
He was ready to fight the whole team.
He was big mad. Okay, listen. I think that Miami gets back to their ways. And no one knew that Tua was as good as he is until Miami started losing games, right? Without him. I think they get back to their winning ways, but I think they stumble and bumble. I think Tomlin has his team in position to win this, and they don't win it late. Give me Pittsburgh plus the 7.5.
Whoa.
Oh, what did you pick there? Ann, I'm sorry, I was distracted.
Yeah, it was probably pick. I'm sorry. I picked Miami on the money line, sir.
Money line. Thank you.
Yeah.
He went with a plus 7.5.
Plus the 7.5.
He doesn't have the convictions to pick.
I will pick with Pickett playing. He plays much better quarterback than Trubisky. It was disappointing that he got hurt in the last game because he actually was playing decent at that point. He hadn't made any bad throws. He didn't take any unexpected risks. Ran the ball when he needed to. He kept them in position to win that game even before Trubisky came in.
Yeah.
Both of these guys are coming off concussions. How rusty Tua is, after missing the 2 weeks, is going to be the difference in the game. I still think Pittsburgh wins this game. So give me Pittsburgh plus 7.5.
Spectrum, y'all need to get out there real fast because my man is irky jerky. Maybe it was just my side.
Yeah, it was you because I heard you clear. I heard you clear.
I heard you
clear. Okay, so maybe it was just me.
You just hating, bro.
I'll let your boy too because I could use a boost and some internet too. For sure, we sure can.
I need that files in my life.
Pickett will win it. Hey, you say
you don't even know.
Pickett will win it. His little hands will do well in Miami Heat.
Use my strong hand.
As long as he don't eat a Whopper.
Metaphor need to go in there too.
Metaphor, you put Metaphor in the corner. Listen, as long as
Metaphor sounds like somebody we know, by the way.
Metaphor, we've been
we do.
Yeah, Metaphor is pretty cool. Metaphor's pretty cool. He's from the Discord. Metaphor's from the Discord. All right.
Oh, all right. No wonder.
Right.
Our last game. This is a Monday night snoozer right here. So if you got to wash your car, cut your grass, do what you got to do. We got the Chicago Bears and Justin Fields traveling to New England to take on the Fighting Bill Belichick. I mean, listen, Bill has his teams ready to play, and he wins the games that he's supposed to win. So I'm going to give you this real fast. You got the Bears at plus 8.5 at minus 110. Their win line is plus 305. The New England Patriots minus 8.5 at minus 110. At minus 375, the over-under set at 40.5 at minus 110 both ways. Bruce.
Is it 40.5 the over-under? Okay.
Yes, 40.5.
I like New England this one, and I like the under.
The under. I could see that because there's no way that New England scoring 40 by themselves. Wait. The real question here said, I didn't get a chance to look at this because I saw this game and I automatically knew who was going to win it. But is Zappy playing or is Matt Jones playing?
They said Matt was coming back.
They said Matt
Jones
is he coming back?
Yeah, they said Matt was coming back healthy this week.
Because I'm trying to tell y'all, Zappy's not a bad little quarterback, and some people are going to offer up for that.
His
dude,
twin.
Man. Yeah,
I don't think it matters.
He's just gonna change jersey. You're not gonna know it's Matt Jones, no way. They're just gonna change jersey.
That's what I'm saying. This is gonna be the same player, same result.
Lady A.
I mean, poor Justin. I don't feel like it matters who is playing at quarterback against him. I don't think that he's going to win. The Bears are. Who decided to have them in prime time back to back? That was my question. I don't have the Bears covering the spread in this game. They only put up 7 points last week. Another primetime game that they lost. They played my team, and honestly, my team did not play well, but the Bears still lost. So that speaks volumes to me. I'm going to go ahead and go with the Patriots winning, but because Bill been a little shaky, not too bad, but he been a little shaky. He's not the same Bill this year. I want to take the spread, but I'm gonna go ahead and go Patriots money line. If you're a person that needs to take the spread, that would be a good one to take because the Bears are not going to put up a lot of points.
And
yeah, the reason that the Bears still lost is because they got to the red zone and didn't run the ball not one time. They have more issues than talent. They have horrible play calling, which is why I don't know how much longer their coach should be around either. With that being said,
first time head coach.
It ain't got nothing to do with me. It's a lot of it's a lot of them that's done well being first time head coaches as well.
Yeah, this season.
So I will take the Patriots and I will actually take them on the spread minus 8.5. I think they will open this game up early. Listen, they will put the pressure on the quarterback that will be sustaining, and it'll get out of hand early.
Yeah.
Give me the Patriots minus the 8.5.
He ain't gonna get
it's not hard.
Smart man.
It's not
smart
hard.
man. Smart man. Hey, you're on the winning team. I see.
Oh, that's gonna be a clean sweep because I feel the same way. This is gonna be a quick one. Give me the pass as well. Minus 8.5. I already had it written down. I wrote it down when it popped up on the screen.
As soon as listen, if you do your homework, you look at the NFL, you know this game right here, Bill Belichick is going to do everything that Justin Fields does not like.
Yeah.
Everything that Justin Fields does not like. And then he's going to be smarter than their offensive coordinator, their defensive coordinator, and their head coach.
Mm-hmm.
Come on now. This is too easy, man. Give me the brain. That's Bill Belichick. We should call him, Pinky in the brain. He's just the brain. What are we doing today? We're trying to take over the world.
With his mediocre team.
And that's just what Bill Belichick does, man. That's just what Bill Belichick does.
He's very mediocre. That team's mediocre.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you something, man. Listen, it's been a pleasure having you here, Bruce. It's also nice to see your face. For the first time, it's nice to see your face and put a name to the face. We appreciate you being in the chat and being down with us, man. Hey, Metaphor, we appreciate you too. Say it. Where's that hat? People asked for your Twitter handle last week so they can get their order on. We got our hats that's going up once we get 25 orders in. And as you blink, you hit say it up on Twitter at ublink71, right?
Next show, I'm letting the hat talk. I'm letting the hat make all my picks. Next show, I'm letting him make all my points.
You wearing a Commander's hat?
Oh, okay.
No, this isn't a Commander's hat.
No, next show.
I checked my Twitter this morning to see if someone had hit it up. Just randomly to find out.
John said that he couldn't find you, so we'll make sure we got that Twitter handle right. It's you blink, just 71. Like it says.
What is Ant doing?
I'm letting the hat talk. You blink 71.
Yeah. So hit blink up for the hats, and we have some more merch here in a little bit. Hey, listen,
you can search. So you can search First String Podcast and find all y'all under the followers too.
Yep.
There you go. Yeah,
that's how I found y'all.
Thank you, Bruce. That was nice.
I got you, Bruce. Yeah. So go to First String Podcast on Twitter, and then you can find all of us there. Once we get the certain amount, we'll hit that order. Bruce, it was great having you, man. We appreciate each and every one of y'all for being in the chat with us and sticking in there with us until the end. Those are our picks. You make your decisions. You let us do the homework. You place the bets. You cash the checks, and you get all the glory. And we just say thank you for coming back and sticking with us again.
And Bruce, tell the
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, Bruce, tell the people you really do love me though. You don't really.
Well, even though you're a Dallas fan, I have friends that are Dallas fans that are annoying. At least you're realistic about what you say most of the time.
Yeah, he's annoying too.
Thank you, Bruce.
He's annoying, but he's more
Thank
realistic.
you, Bruce. Thank you, Bruce. He's only saying that because of this guy. He said, you heard what he said. He's more realistic. Thank you. You know I tell the truth. I don't be an unrealistic fan. Toothpick is a hater.
I'm not a hater. I'm not a hater. I actually like Ant-Mo. I actually like it.
Aw.
You just got to change your team.
Yeah.
He's never. I'd rather die.
He's a good guy.
That's how we
can arrange that too.
Oh, we can arrange that
we can arrange that too. Say it.
Wow.
I'm trying to get you.
Go Dogs. Even though it's my week.
Wait, say it, God.
Out of that player.
Hey, we call it an OG classic because we get in and we get out. Say it.
These are not OG classic.
Artlist.io